I don't really know what to say. I just think like sooner than later, I'm just gonna be done with YouTube. I really am. I'm gonna be done with like talking about different things because I just think personally, it's in my opinion. You know what I'm saying, that nothing's ever gonna change and things are gonna continue to be the same. You know what I'm saying, and it's gonna be one rapper that's gonna say something out of the way and then he's gonna get G checked on it, and then next thing you know, the same rapper that's gangster and he talk about doing this in his lyrics or whatever have you, he's gonna be apologizing to the short hats, if you all know who I'm talking about, and the letter community, if you all know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So it just like really defeats the purpose. But for the sake of this conversation and the title, I got to talk about the baby, and I just want to say something real quick about the baby, and then I'm gonna move on with it, because really my main focal point is Conway's dress and Lil Yachty's nail business, nail polish or whatever, right? So it just bugs me out. Like, so for those that were hiding under a rock, about 2 weeks ago, the baby performed at the Rolling Loud concert, if I'm not mistaken, in Miami, Florida. And he said some obscene or out of the way things towards the LGBTQ community. Since then, he has been catching flack. You know what I'm saying? People have been saying things. There have been several concerts cancellations that he was booked for. When you mention those people, the LGBTQ community, they have enough power and pull, to actually, as the industry may call it, blackball you. I would say whiteball you, you understand? Of course, because of the fact that this is their industry, and it's pretty much white people kicking you out of their shit. So I don't even know why they call it blackball, you understand? But then they always associate black with something negative. So they already know when you blackball somebody, it's wrong, if you get where I'm coming from, right? Anyway, so I just saw on the news today, because the baby's from Charlotte. So, of course, whatever's going on about the baby or anybody that's from Charlotte, whether it be Anthony Hamilton, Fantasia used to live here. I don't know if she still has a house here or not. But if there's any entertainers that have anything to do with Charlotte or around the surrounding counties, Salisbury, Concord, Gastonia, or wherever, you know what I'm saying? Jodeci is from, I forgot where they from. They're not from Charlotte. They from like the outskirts of Charlotte, some little town or whatever. Anyway, you're gonna hear it first right here, in Charlotte. So it said, on the news that LGBTQ community had an open letter, to the baby, and explaining to the baby, I guess, like, I don't know. I didn't see the open letter or read it or whatever. I just saw it stream across the bottom of the news, stating that it was an open letter, and they were explaining, I guess, what the LGBTQ community is about, and how they're, I don't know. I just don't want to get into it. The main point that I want to make is this. So you mean to tell me, this is what bugs me out about white America. This is what bugs me out, right? So you mean to tell me this man was at the Rolling Loud concert, right? And the baby makes some of the most obscene music that I can't say that I've never heard before. I mean, it goes right along with all of the rest of the shit that these rappers are talking about, right? So you mean to tell me this man made a comment, right? And if it wasn't in the raps, let's just say it wasn't in the rap, right? Like, he was just talking. Like, I didn't see him. Like, I didn't see what he was saying, right? So let's just say he did it after the fact, right? He rapped about what he rapped about, and then he said what he said after the fact. So you mean to tell me, y'all fast forward through his whole performance of him saying, I fuck women, I take advantage of black women, I skeet in their face, I shoot black people. You seem to not hear that. You seem to not hear black genocide. You seem to not hear how he denigrates black women. Only to hear what he had to say about you, which is crazy to me. So it's okay when the baby and other rappers talk about disrespecting black women and shooting their own kind. That's fine. But the minute they start opening their mouth about the short hats and the letter alphabet community, there's a problem. And that's a problem that I have. Because you can't just sit back and be on some shit like, oh, well, he said such and such about me. But he said a lot of shit about other people. Why are you not addressing that? Isn't that wrong? It's not right for him. And that's not an opinion. It's not right for him to disrespect black women, or women in particular. It's not right for him to disrespect black men, or men in particular, if he's talking about shooting and killing someone. So you had me right there, like straight up. I don't even want to listen to what you have to say far as that open letter, none of that. I don't want to hear it because you all have your own agendas. For real, you just don't give two flying fucks if a black artist disrespects their black race. Don't care about that. The only thing you care about is when he starts talking about your shit. And that's a problem. But let's move on. Lil Yachty and this nail polish that he has out, or nail polish collection or whatever, right? And Conway the Machine wearing a dress. What's the name brand of it? McLeod or something like that? Hold on, let me look it up while I'm talking to you. So this is the thing. This is what bugs me out, right? This is what bugs me out about, the whole thing of artists, rap artists, that is. Oh, no, not even artists, but just people in general. Well, artists, like whether you sing, whether you dance, whether you act, doesn't make a difference what you do. As long as you got a shitload of money, you could do whatever the hell you want to do. You could say whatever you want to say because that's what black people respect. Period. So the next thing is you're gonna see an artist, a rapper, a heterosexual man giving blowjobs on camera. And you know what y'all gonna say to justify it? Well, he could do what he want to do. He got money. So you're willing to go above and beyond for money? It's okay. It's okay, because he got money. So this is what he got in the caption. Conway the Machine, a gangster rapper. At that. Look, it's been more than a week and they're still talking about the Rolling Loud McQueen drip. So McQueen is, again, I should make a video on that because, when black people will suck a dick just to wear a piece of white people's clothing. So he did that to get attention? I don't know, like it doesn't make sense to me. Like, yo, just be on some shit like, yo, you like wearing skirts? Like, yo, seriously, that's my word. Conway the Machine, Westside Gun, Benny the Butcher, Griselda Records, it's like, they're God to me. That's all I listen to right now. You understand? Like, when I'm working out, I listen to them. I fucks with them. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna sit here and be on some shit like, oh, let me make an exception to the rules, or make an excuse but behind his fuckery. You understand? That doesn't make sense to me. We're going through a situation in our community where there's black genocide going on. There's a lot of shit in our community, but you bringing that shit to us? You bringing the feminization in hip-hop to us? You making that shit acceptable? That shit is crazy to me. But he does what he want to do. And the only way he justifies it is, I just do what I want to do. There's no excuses. I can't go for that shit. See, that's the problem with this whole hood shit. I never was that type of person. I don't care who and what you were and are in the hood. You smack the shit out of me, I'm gonna smack you back. I don't care how many bodies you caught or none of that. I'm always gonna be that type of person that's gonna voice my opinion. Ain't nobody gonna tell me to shut the fuck up. Period. Don't nobody rule over me. And that's what's gotten me into trouble. That's what's gotten me into trouble. And I don't have a big mouth like Tupac. I just voice my opinion. I don't voice my opinion all the time. I know there's a time and a place with everything. But at the end of the day, this shit is unacceptable. You got two rap artists, and everybody's trying to justify the fuckery that they got. This grown ass man, Lil Yachty, got a fucking nail polish and shit. Nail polish out. And this man, Conway the Machine, makes great music. Talented as a motherfucker. He don't have to wear no skirt. He don't have to wear none of that shit. But we're gonna excuse his behavior because of the fact that he's a gangster rapper. And he got his shit pushed back. And it's no disrespect towards him. I'm saying because of the fact that we know that this man is real. That's what I'm saying. Like, this man, his face has been messed. He got his face messed up. We know that this man is in the streets. We can tell who's real and who's not. But he chose to go that way. And we are going to accept that behavior? No, I'm not. I don't give a fuck. You could be Westside Guns. You could be damn Mano. You could be damn Conway the Machine. You could be whomever. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to call you out. And at the end of the day, let me tell you something. As a man, you should sit back and say, I got to take that L. I got to take that L. That was something that I shouldn't have done. Other than that, I'm not gonna accept that behavior from anyone. Not will I support him as an artist? I don't know about supporting him as an artist. And what I mean by that is, at the end of the day, I can honestly tell you, I don't know about that supporting him as an artist, because he's saying I could do what I want to do, and I don't know where he's at for as in mind. I don't know. So I have to look further into where he's going with it. If he's all about an agenda and he's really about that life, for as straying the youth away from that righteous path meaning in order that path to lead a life that your children's children can look up to and see, that should be the blueprint of what I should, who and what I should be. If you're straying them away from that, and you're feminizing these men, and you're continually pushing these men to go to prison because that's all you talk about is shooting and killing and drugs and all that stuff in your raps, I can't fuck with that. I don't care what anybody say. Let me tell you something. Polite, and for those that know who Polite is, some of y'all don't. I don't want to even explain it. Look it up. Look him up. Polite. Polight. Brother Polite. Brother Polite used to be the man. Let me tell you something. I used to really like that dude. Pause. I used to look at his shit all the time. I remember when Sinetta first brought him there on his platform, House of Conscious, and then Sinetta made Sinetta TV. But first it was House of Conscious with Baby Iman and Muhammad and all of them, right? I rooted for that man. But the minute that man turned sour is the minute I stopped fucking with him. It's just that plain and simple. It's okay for you to fuck your own self over, but once you start fucking the people over, I got a problem with that. And I just don't understand how a grown-ass man is wearing a fucking skirt. I just don't, in 2021, and trying to justify it by saying I do what I want to do. I just don't understand that. I just don't understand how a grown-ass man that's a gangster that states that he did this and did that in the streets can turn around and try to justify him wearing a skirt. I don't understand that. And at the end of the day, Westside Guns and Benny the Butcher is definitely going to side with him. And I'm just trying to understand, where's the right or wrong into that? Y'all pull my card all the fucking time. And I get it, because I'm broke. I ain't got money. But the minute I start becoming a millionaire and making hundreds of thousands of dollars, y'all gonna try to justify every fucked up thing I may do, which is fucked up. Everybody should be held accountable regardless of what money they make. Because at the end of the day, money is printed up by man. It's man-made. And for those that believe in any type of higher being, it's not sent by God. It's not made by God. It's made by man. So how far are you willing to take it to do something in order to get some shit that was made by man? It ain't nothing. Money has no valuable purpose. It really doesn't. It really doesn't at the end of the day. What's valuable is food, shelter, clothing. That's what's valuable. And you don't need any money to do that. You don't. So therefore, money has no valuable purpose. It really doesn't. It is totally irrelevant. And this is the reason why the world is fucked up and you have classism going on. Because people have printed up paper and made the shit valuable. Ain't nothing valuable about money. Nothing at all. Nothing. It serves no purpose. For those that really have a intellectual mind, you'll truly understand where I'm coming from. Money serves no fucking purpose. It don't. I'll say this. If I got a bunch of money and I was stranded on an island and I didn't have I can't even say it serves no purpose in that, because I could take some branches and light some shit up. Like, it really serves no purpose. It really doesn't. So why are we wilding out over some goddamn money? The minute that we say, man, I ain't trying to motherfucking be part of this society and y'all can have this money and throw it back in their face, is the minute we broke the spell. That's the minute we'll see just how valuable money is. But as usual, we gonna continue to be slaves. And it's just that plain and simple. It's a shame that man is a slave to another white name brand. And I mean Conway the machine, that is. It's a shame. It's a shame that a man named Lil Yachty came out with his own nail polish. And now you're gonna have little boys wearing nail polish, trying to justify that because Lil Yachty got a lot of money. You hear the excuses that we make for the fuckery that they do? It ain't even like the excuses that we make for them. It's not even like within reasoning. It just don't make sense at all. So a grown-ass man could wear nail polish and motherfuckers would say, he got money. That's where it stops there. For real, that's my word. I'm gonna end it like that. Like, so you mean to tell me Lil Nas X kissed another man in the mouth? It's two things that they say. Well, he got money. And two is, man, that man can do whatever he want to do. He entitled to be who he is, who you are to judge him. Okay.